Hello, and welcome to this edition of Young Montgomery, Montgomery County's youth-oriented show where we highlight the accomplishments of our county's youth population and bring you some information about some of the county's programs for young people. I'm Estefany Orellana.
Welcome, I'm Daniel Menéndez. If you're a high school or current college student in Montgomery County and are interested in improving your educational or career skills, stay tuned because there is a special group of educators that focus on facilitating the transition from high school to higher learning institutions. Students from the Achieving Collegiate Excellence, or ACES program, are here to deliver their experience.
Let me go ahead and mention that I've been an ACES student for about 4 years now, and so far, my coaches have had a positive impact in my education.
Let's introduce our guests. Here's Sarah Ruiz, who
Hello.
attends the universities at Shady Grove, Alela Ria, and Sergio Castañeda, both attending Montgomery College.
Welcome.
To you, Montgomery, and
Thank
thanks for
you.
being our guest.
Thank you. Thank you.
So, how'd you hear about this academic opportunity? How'd you hear about ACES?
We heard it on our 10th grade high school. A coach usually comes to the class and he speaks about what ACES is and what it's about and how it's going to help you for the future. Yeah, that's basically what.
Yeah, it was really similar for all your experiences. Is this coach like a teacher already in the school, or is it like someone from the program specifically?
It's someone from the program, but it works inside of the school.
Okay. So it can be like one of the teachers that like already teaches there and decide to be part of the program, or
No.
it's someone who's like
Someone
completely
from
separate
that
from
comes in.
Okay, cool. That makes sense.
Okay, so when did you guys join the program specifically?
I joined the program in 10th grade. What really attracted me to it was the financial help that they gave their students and the academic opportunity that they also gave their students as well.
And for you?
I actually joined my senior year. I was the first generation back in 2013, and ever since then I've been active. Yeah.
Wow, that sounds great. So is this like a program that you have to take from high school, like the second year in high school, all the way through college, or can you join it right after high school and you're just like, let's say you're starting college and you didn't know about this program? Do you know?
Most likely you need to start during high school because it takes you to that pathway from high school all the way to Montgomery College, and from Montgomery College to the universities at Shady Grove. So I think it's from high school.
Okay.
So how often you guys meet? Is there like a general body meeting that you guys go to, or is it like more of just one-on-one with a coach?
There's workshops. Back in high school, it's workshops every Tuesday and Thursday usually. And once you transfer to MC, it's one a month. So it's every Friday of the month, if I remember. Yeah, it's every Friday of the month. And college, Montgomery College.
And these workshops, they're like, what are these workshops about? What are some topics that you guys go over?
We go over financial aid. We go over procrastination. I think we have
I think that's one of the big
students
ones.
who have a hard time going through that. Their workshops go from student life to life at home.
Yeah, I think, well, at Shady Grove it's probably a little different, although we do talk about financial and procrastination. But some of the programs, workshops that we do as well is just getting encouraged to finish school. I think that's one of the most important things, especially because they're a higher degree, so there's more load of work involved. So we do workshops in regards to just making students feel encouraged about their education overall.
So it's the whole process,
Yeah,
pretty much.
yeah,
So
definitely.
from your well-being to
That's
actually
right.
doing the work
Mhm.
and seeing results afterwards.
That's right.
Mm-hmm. Have you guys have different ACES coach, or do you guys just keep one throughout the whole?
No, they're all different ACES coach. You have one from high school to college.
Some campuses, they also offer 2 ACES coaches, depending on the demographic and the population.
But is it like the same one the entire time during your?
During the semester
Yeah.
or the year? Yes.
Okay, so
yeah,
like during the
definitely.
semester, it's okay.
During
So
that
it can change every semester.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or it tends to change every semester, or you get a new coach every semester, more or less. That's what it is.
For me, it
I've
wasn't
had a
that.
pretty consistent.
Yeah,
But
I
not
think it's just from high school.
counselor.
You have that specific
Yeah.
coach, from Montgomery College, that specific coach, and so on.
Oh,
I
okay.
think they don't change it
Yeah.
based on like the relationship that they have with students, because
So
Yeah.
that
if
you can
you're-
build a relationship. Yeah.
if
I
they're
see what you
walking in
mean.
and out, it can be.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
It also depends in the campus you go to. There's different coaches. There's 2 coaches in Tacoma Park, 2 in Rockville, and I believe 1 or 2 in Germantown. but in high school it's only one. It depends, like in the high school you go to.
Yeah. Then it's usually the same one. Okay,
Yeah.
okay. That's
Yeah.
okay, okay.
That's understandable. So, do you guys remember back in high school what were some of the workshops? Because I will think that is different from high school to college. It's a whole different workshop going on. Do you remember what was the difference between them? Of course, there was like a whole transition from high school to college. It's a big step.
Yeah.
But do you remember some of the topics that you guys talked about?
Yeah, I mean, we spoke about writing. I think one of the issues was, I mean, a couple of students maybe just had trouble with writing, so we would have workshops about how to write better, or speaking wise, you know, especially for those communication students who want to join production and speaking. And so there was several workshops that had nothing to do with transferring to college.
But there were some that kind of impacted a lot in my transition. For example, how to apply for the FAFSA,
Yeah, definitely.
scholarships, how to choose your major, and how to plan for classes, and topics that really helped me once I moved to MC.
Okay.
Yeah, I agree with both of you. The workshops that we had were used to allow students to grow academically and even in their future in terms of saying you want to be a teacher. It helps you with your communication skills.
Of course.
So I think that was really important for each of their students. Yeah.
And I think they were very beneficial because even though we're all different majors, it helped.
It all came to the
Yeah.
same
It all
thing.
came together, yeah,
Mhm.
definitely.
So what was your favorite? I know you guys probably been through a lot of workshops, right? So
Yeah.
what was your favorite one? Do you have a favorite one? Do you remember one of them?
Oh,
Or do you wanna
100%.
give-
Being able to transfer to college. I mean, I think that's probably one of the biggest ones just because it's different.
Yeah.
You're joining something different. So I definitely was encouraged not to give up and just continue my education. And the fact that we were going to get helped in that college with another coach, like it just made it more easier of a transition for us.
So
to
it's
be
kind of like a
honest.
relief
Yeah,
from all the
definitely.
stress. It's just like, oh, I have somebody to rely on, or pretty much talk about my issues
Right.
financially or academically.
That's right. Yep.
That's good. How about for you guys?
Mine was one that we had a couple 2 months ago. It was about our brain. So we talk about the things that affect our brain and different things, how can improve our memory and all that. And we had like a game and kind of like a puzzle game on the phone. And it was like my favorite one.
Are you on the Germantown campus?
Tacoma Park.
Tacoma Park?
Yeah.
Okay.
One that I remember particularly is one from high school. What we learned about was organization, and that was a huge thing for me because that's an important life skill, and it also allowed me to transfer and learn how to be professional in certain aspects, so I thought that was really cool.
Okay. That sounds good. Well, we are taking a short break and we'll return with these ACES participants to talk more about their learning experiences in the program. Young Montgomery returns after this.
Montgomery County wants to thank everyone for their commitment to recycling. Together, we're recycling 57% of our waste, and we know you'll work with us to reduce waste and recycle more, 70% by 2020. To protect the environment and provide a better future for our children, we need to recycle all of our paper, cans, bottles, containers, scrap metal, and more. Because if you don't get serious about recycling at your apartment or condominium now, it's going to come back and bite us.
Did you know there are more than 10,000 county government phone numbers? But there's only one number you need to remember for non-emergency calls, 311. MC311 is Montgomery County government's online telephone information system. Need information? Have a problem or complaint? Trying to locate a county government facility? Call 311. The call center is open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. The website is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
Hey, mister! Down here. You illegally passed the stop school bus. I'm placing you in timeout. And this timeout means big fines, plus you really could have hurt somebody. That's why school buses are being equipped with video cameras to help kids like me stay safe. So respect the bus.
Welcome back to Young Montgomery. Our participants are part of the Achieving Collegiate Excellence, or ACES program, a non-traditional program that teaches self-advocacy skills for school, career, and life. So, first, what does the ability to participate on this career engage opportunity symbolize to you? What does the whole ability to join this program mean?
Just being able to get help from someone. I mean, to be honest, before joining this program, it was really hard for me to kind of find those resources that I needed in order to be able to get where I needed to go. So just having that guidance from that person, that specific coach, is truly a big difference and encouragement for the students.
And not just guidance, but kind of feel like inside of family.
Oh yeah, 100%.
It's kind of like a group where you go and you share your experiences, you get new friends, and it's more, you feel more like a family. It's like my second family for me. Right.
For me, it was opportunity and mentorship. My relationship with my coaches were pretty close. If I had any questions, they would help me, whether it was about school life or employment. They were very helpful with everything that I asked them about. So.
Definitely.
I understand, like, most of the time you have like this desire to continue on with your education and this and that, and maybe your parents were not able to go to college, or maybe they really want you to go, but they don't really have the resources for you.
Exactly.
So you really have to look into that. And of course, you know, you have to apply to college, but sometimes it gets really, the whole process just gets really headache, and it's just like, who can help me with this?
Yeah.
One thing that I remember about my ACES coach, well, she's still alive, we're still ongoing, she's really good at texting, and she's really good at sending messages, like every week she sends like all this big emails, reminders, and all of that. That is really good because it keeps you updated with all the things that are going on campus.
Have you guys had a similar experience where you get like updates from like your coaches and stuff?
Yeah, both in high school and in Montgomery College. It's like always emails important things, and scholarships opportunities, sometimes job opportunities.
So they keep you in the loop in terms of like stuff that you can do, that if you're interested you can do. That's really good. Have you actually taken up any of those, what's it called, of these
opportunities?
Has there been some that you taken
You know,
up?
it's not always about education. For us, we also do community service, or just right now we actually just had a fundraising event where we were fundraising money for children who can't afford to have a Christmas present this Christmas. So what we wanted to do is work with the dwelling place to get these parents some gifts so that they can give their children. So it was nice, a fun time. We were watching a Christmas movie yesterday, wrapping gifts and just being silly. It was just an awesome experience to be able to do that.
That's kind.
Yeah, about experiences. I remember one back in high school. My ACES coach, Mr. Pavian, he created a song. And he will every time we had a meeting with parents and like the parents' night, he brings food and all that, and he would play with his guitar, and the song just still is in my mind to this day.
He went out of the way.
Yeah. It was,
Do you want to sing a short piece for us?
It was ACES, we're on your faces, and
Sounds like a rap.
No, it's like a lot, but it was great.
Yeah,
I remember that.
I remember in emails they would send you job opportunities, and that would allow me to actually found my first job through eJobs, and it really helped me get to know what I wanted to do in terms of career-wise. So that was really awesome.
Nice.
Wow. So is there any specific, I don't want to get too personal, but if you guys are comfortable with it, is there any specific problems that you were really stuck on and that your ACES coach really helped you with that you can recall?
Oh yeah, I remember one. So basically, in my country is way different. The way you go to school here, in my country, you don't have to apply to university. You just like get selected, or you go to private university. It's not like here you have to apply. If you get applied, then you have to either take a loan or pay the money. And I had that issue because my dad didn't know what's like the transition between high school and college.
Yeah.
So my ACES counselor gave me a lot of resources, scholarships, and things that I used to apply to universities, but then I decided to go to Montgomery College because it was the best option. It was cheaper and it was more close to my house. And yeah.
Actually, for me, I would say I was very blessed enough to get a full ride scholarship to start from Montgomery College all the way to the universities at Shady Grove. So I have this wonderful donor and his wife who have been super, super helpful this whole time, covering about 20 students. We're called the GAP ACES Scholars. And to be honest, it's just been such a blessing, the fact that he doesn't only give us that that financial help, but he's always there for us. So actually, right after here, I'm going to go and have that Christmas dinner with them. So it's just the fact that the ACES program has brought so many blessings to each student's life, and just the fact that we're able to be where we are now is just
It's
an
a big
amazing,
help.
yes,
It's a major help,
100%.
sure.
I've had the same opportunity as
Yes.
you. Because of the ACES program, I was able to go to school on basically a full ride.
Yes.
And that really allowed my family and I to be comfortable in the place that we were in. So that opportunity is, I've been
100%.
greatly blessed.
That's nice.
I can relate because when I go to Montgomery College, so it's like whenever you have the opportunity to have something like a scholarship that helps you with
Yeah.
1 or 2 semesters, that is a big relief
Yeah.
because you don't have to worry about overworking yourself just to meet the requirements for school and also
Yeah.
to pay off school. That is a big stress load. That is just, it frees yourself and you have more time to
100%.
concentrate.
And one of the big things is you don't have to have a very high GPA to get into this program. So if that student right now is at high school and has that opportunity before their senior year, I would say to go for it because you would be surprised of the amount of opportunities that you can get. Yeah.
But you can always raise the GPA up.
Oh yeah.
It always helps.
Of course, yes.
I mentor a group of students separate from the ACES program, and they're always asking me about this program, and I highly encourage it every time.
So how would you guys, how would you have someone actually, how would you pitch it to your peers rather? How would you put it together as sort of like, have you guys ever heard of the elevator
Elevator
pitch?
speech.
The elevator pitch, the 30-second pitch? How would you guys put that in a pitch to get someone to join? What would be the main points?
That's a good question.
So, at least as a minority, so I think that's very important. As a minority, you don't get the same experiences sometimes with school, education-wise as a whole. So I do know a couple of people and parents who are going through a lot in their situation. So if I was to speak to their child, I would probably say to join this opportunity because you would be surprised with the amount of help that you can receive. You know, I remember seeing myself before joining the program. I didn't know where to go. I didn't know where I was going to get that financial help. I wasn't sure exactly where I was going to. I didn't even know my major. So just having that guidance from someone, having that ability to go and be able to speak to somebody that you can trust, because to be honest, all the coaches that I know, they're just amazing. I don't know what they train them with, but they're amazing, and you wouldn't regret it.
Yeah.
I agree with her. For me, I knew what I wanted to be, but I just didn't know how. I knew that I wanted to go to college, but I just didn't know how because it was just so confusing. But my ACES coach was like, "Oh, do this, then you do this, and you apply for this, but this is how much it's gonna cost.
Yeah.
But then you can apply for this scholarship." So it was like everything was connected. Like he connected it for me.
Yeah, for me, it was the opportunity that it gave me overall. It was mentorship, it was academic stability,
Yes.
financial stability,
Professionalism.
and for professionalism. All of those opportunities, all of those lifestyle skills really just gave me an opportunity to understand what I wanted to do in my future. Yeah.
There is more to be shared about this excellent program. Stay tuned because we will be right back with more.
In Montgomery County, we have a goal to reduce waste and recycle 70% of all waste by 2020. By recycling and reducing waste, we save natural resources and make our community even better. So recycle at home, work, school, everywhere, and keep recycling going. For more information, call the Montgomery County, Maryland Division of Solid Waste Services at 311 or visit montgomerycountymd.gov/recycling.
Keep it going. Recycle more now.
You wouldn't let money just blow out of your house. So when your AC or heater is on, make sure the doors, windows, and fireplace flue are shut tight. If you're headed out, turn down the AC or lower the heat by 10 degrees. And always keep your water heater set at 120. A little bit of common sense goes a long way. Get more great tips at energysaver.gov.
Don't look at me. Your hair's a bit frizzy today. Oh, you should pick that up. Oh, you're such a dork. Loser. Here, let me help you with that. Oops.
Every day, kids witness bullying.
Oh, look. Your crush is looking at you. Poor you.
They want to help, but don't know how.
See, no one here's gonna help you, because no one
Teach your
likes
kids
you.
how to be more than a bystander. Visit stopbullying.gov.
Welcome back to Young Montgomery. We want to know more about what ACES students learn through workshops and one-on-one coaching. So, when did you graduate? And also, please describe to our viewers, what are some of the workshops and benefits of being part of the ACES program?
Some of the benefits, the ACES program, are that you get like a good environment around yourself. People that are always going to be there for you. They're going to help you with professional stuff like I said, scholarships, opportunities, and also ACES for me connected me to this program called CEO, which they help me with scholarships as well. They help me with job opportunities, job shadowing opportunities, and internships. And basically, ACES, they'll connect you to different stuff that will help you for your future.
When you say job shadowing opportunity, describe to the viewers, what does that mean?
Job shadowing opportunities basically, for example, I want to do business, they will connect me with somebody that does business. If let's say my major was computer science, they will connect me with a person that does a computer-related job to learn more about what I do. And if I don't like kind of like that field, they will advise me to choose another field. And then once I choose that other field, they will connect me to another person that does that field.
Okay, so you pretty much are connected with this person and you follow them through their job and
for
the possibility if you might like it, if you're really interested, and then choose what you decide to do, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And for you guys?
For me, some of the skills that it gave me was that speaking workshop. I never knew that I actually had the potential to be able to speak to people. I always closed myself down, and the fact that I was able to become the president of the Accounting and Business Association at the Robert Smith School of Business, it has brought so many opportunities in my life, and I couldn't be more thankful with the ACES workshop, just for allowing me to have those resources to rely on.
Yeah, for me it would be leadership.
Yeah.
That school is really important for the major that I would like to partake in. I'm an early childhood education major, and even with children or even with adults, it's really important to have those communication skills, have qualified professional job skills in general, and it really, really helped me.
For sure. So, tell us what about the ACES program, what in a specific you feel like you learn from all these workshops, and you continue to learn that you wouldn't have learned otherwise?
Learned?
Don't worry, you can take a second.
Yeah, it's like from so many things, just to choose one.
Here, I got you. While you think about that, real quick, what year did you guys graduate from high school from? Just so we have a sort of we know how long that you guys been in the program for.
I graduated 2016.
2016?
2016.
I graduated 2015.
2015?
2014.
2014. Oh, you graduated 2 years in.
Yes.
So you guys have been ongoing with the program for about
Yes.
10th grade. What year is it now? 2017? 3 years?
5
plus
5 years.
Wow.
5 years for me.
4, yeah.
5-ish years. So it's a really comprehensive program, and it lasts for a very long time. This assistance and these learning opportunities, they don't just go away after 2 months or a year. No, they've been with you for 5 years-ish now, which is, put into perspective, if you're 20 years old now, they've been there for a quarter of your life.
Yeah.
So it's been there for a while.
And the thing is that they don't just stop there. They lead on to something else. Like you said, ACES introduced you to the CEO program. And also ACES just like connects you to all these donors, all these scholarships.
I was just about
It
to
just
say, yeah.
continues all
Definitely,
this,
it's
the
just a
opportunity.
continuance.
Yeah.
And you know, the good thing about it is that you end up getting that job, right, for your career, and you don't stop there. You know, for me, my inspiration and my passion is to give back to the ACES program for giving me that opportunity to be able to make my dream come true of becoming a certified public accountant, which I am working towards. And, you know, I just couldn't be more thankful.
That's amazing. I think
Yeah.
you're doing it in a way because you're sharing
Yes.
with others about this opportunity.
Yeah, definitely.
I relate to you because I feel that ACES, it's kind of like, does that, like, it shows you that there's good in the world. Because I
Yes.
have the same feeling.
Yeah.
Like, once I get what I want in life, I'll give back to ACES. And I was talking to my counselor about that. I want to give back, and yeah, it's just, ACES makes you feel like you're inside a family. You're inside a group that accepts you no matter what. Even like if you don't speak good English, if you just like your family, basically.
Yeah.
If I put it.
You're treated equally.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
treated equally.
With the same respect.
Yeah.
I love.
For me personally, my family, we're all in college right now, so this opportunity really just gave me confidence and hope for the future. Because to be honest, I didn't know exactly what my future was going to look like before I headed to MZ. So it's been a great opportunity, and it's been such a blessing.
Yeah.
I remember that part of it was just like, I'm going to go to college. And then I didn't know what to do next. I was like, what am I doing? And then Dr. Robinson was like, look, you need to write all these applications. You need to do this and that. And he
Yeah.
sat me down and do it. He's like, show up at my office at this time. Come on, let's do it. That was great.
Well, thanks for coming out, and good luck with the rest of your time at college and with the ACES program.
I
Thank
know
you
you
very
guys will
much.
do great.
All
Thank
right.
you.
So, we hope you all had a great time learning from these young students that represent us well in Montgomery County.
And remember that if you're an active youth in Montgomery County, you can also be featured in our show.
That's right. Whether you're part of a club, sports team, community group, or nonprofit organization, we want to hear what you do to keep a positive influence in our community. For more information on the ACES program, you may visit the MCPS website.
Feel free to contact us on our Facebook page, Young Montgomery. Send us a message and let us know what you do. That is all for today in this edition of Young Montgomery. I'm Estefany Orellana.
And I'm Daniel Menéndez. Thank you for watching, and until next time.
Here we go. We're gonna make some juice.
It's gonna
You
be
ready?
good.
She's excited. A little bit of kale.
Please don't put this on
I'm putting it all over the line.
It's wet. It needs something. No, it'll go.
Don't break my juicer. Looks good.
You ready to try it?
Come on, baby.
Challenge your kids to be active and eat healthy.
It's okay.
Okay, all right.
They might surprise you.
Hey, she took another sip. You saw it?
Search We Can for more ideas on how you and your kids can get healthy together.
So, I'm kind of new here, but I've noticed a trend. My human does this funny thing where she goes around and gets all my toys, and then she hides them in that basket by the door. You know, but it's always the same basket, and it's always in the same place. And then she acts so surprised when I find them, but, you know, she's putting them in the same basket. Again. It's like, hello? That's where you put it last time. You were the worst at hide and go seek.
Montgomery County wants to thank everyone for their commitment to recycling. We're recycling 57% of our waste, and we know you'll work with us to reduce waste and recycle even more, 70% by 2020. To protect the environment and save valuable natural resources for the future, we need to recycle all of our paper, cans, bottles, containers, scrap metal, and more. Because if you don't get serious about recycling at work now, it's going to come back and bite us.
Yeah, salad on Saturday, fruit on Friday, throw a ball Thursday. Water Wednesday, touch your toes Tuesday. Let's move Monday, swap us next Sunday.
60 minutes of physical activity a day and eating well can help get your child healthy. So keep them active and eating well every day. Get ideas, get involved, get going at letsmove.gov. That's letsmove.gov.